Hello and welcome to more Vintage Cube, aka seeing how many drafts Caleb can go in a row without opening a single mox. I think we're at like 7 or 8 drafts in a row without seeing any moxes, which is kind of crazy. Or Black Lotus Soul Ring, any of that. What do I like out of this pack? I'm a big fan of Scalding Tarn. I think blue fetches really good at helping you stay open. Snapcaster Mage, I have since increased my evaluation of the quality of this card after seeing my data. I like Charter Course, Riftwing Cloudskate's good. Chandra's just like, I think undervalued, but like fits in not that many archetypes just because like, she's just good. I don't know. It's just hard to find a deck that plays her as easily as it is to find a deck that plays like Jace the Mind Sculptor, but I think she's essentially on par with Jace the Mind Sculptor, at least in Cube, in terms of like raw power level. Here we can take a Flooded Strand. We want to just have good mana. There's Dismember, which I do like. I think this card, I keep looking at it, trying to find like a situation where you would play it. If there was like a black aggro deck where you were like reanimating for value, I could see this in maybe a Recurring Nightmare deck, maybe, because like you play it with Kicker, get a creature back, and then Recurring Nightmare. It could be there, so there could be some use there. I know a lot of people are going to love Draga Tree Speaker. I think that card is also very good. And then Brainstorm. I would like Afner get the 2 fetches, so we'll take the fetches first. And then we'll hopefully get Brainstorm on the wheel. And if we don't, it's not the end of the world. Okay, so no lands in this pack. Right now we have fixing for Jeskai type colors, but really it's just blue. Because you're often going to try and splash blue in many things. Uro is the highest raw power level card here, I think. Seagate Stormcaller, 2 mana 2/1, copy an instant or sorcery. It doesn't have flash, but it's still good, especially with Time Walk, obviously, is the combo, or Ancestral. I think Uro is the highest raw power level. Seagate keeps you the most open-ish, although I don't think I would take it that early just because it's pretty narrow in its scope. I actually like Lingering Souls quite a bit. And then Noble Hierarch and Emery are fine, but I think Uro is just the highest raw power level. And I really don't like that I keep getting this card. Like, I think it's not... It's fine in Cube, but it is still not the most fun card. But like, it's a great card. I'm going to play it if I get it. What do we want here? There's a Mind of Desire. Knight of the Reliquary is interesting. Unexpectedly Absent, I am a huge fan of. That would put us in Bant. Am I just gonna end up in Bant like every single draft? Nothing else is open. Like, this whole pack is just good Bant cards. I don't love Dryad. Brimaz will probably come around. I think this is the best card in the pack aside from Mind's Desire. But if Storm is open, then Mind's Desire should come around. And okay. There's Skoos, a Yorion, Silverblade Paladin, Stonecoil Serpent. I think I just take the Stonecoil Serpent. I think this card's just good. It's colorless, goes in any deck. Take that. We're staying open and just trying to get signals. Come on, man. Why they do this to me? Always the GT. I'm just going to continue posting videos of me winning with mono white until people start taking these cards so I can draft something else. Because like, what am I supposed to do? I get Elspeth Sun's Champion, Gideon Jura, Umazawa's GT all this late. Like, of course I'm gonna take it. Yeah. Gideon Blackblade. Yeah, I'll just take it. This card's good. Path to Exile. Oh my goodness. This is kind of sad because there's also a Time Thrower on the pack, but I think Path to Exile is actually just a better card. Especially with like what I have so far. White is clearly open. If this is going literally all the way around the table. So we'll just set up to win. Ooh, we get a Chandra. I could end up red-white, which could be kind of fun. I don't think this is like really a Wall of Omens deck. I could take Razor Verge Thicket, but seeing Chandra go around is kind of telling as well. I think if you really want to win, you probably take Razor Verge Thicket to try and speculate, but I've just drafted white like so many times that I'm trying to spice it up a little bit because, you know, winning is only half the fun of playing Magic. Ooh, Dreadhorde Arcanist in red-white. So I can get like Path to Exile, Swords to Plowshares. I think Spirit's just going to be better. Alright, so we get Lingering Souls and Monastery Swift Spear. I'm not super likely to be able to pay the flashback on Lingering Souls, but I'll take it here over the Swift Spear. Because I think, given the couple colors that I'm seeing, I think white is more open. I do like Beaumont Courier. I also like Brimaz though. I think that card is pretty decent. I feel like my timer is very short here. I'll take Brimaz. Silverblade Paladin. Okay, so red is also open, but That's a lot of 3s. I think that's fine though. Hellrider, you get the idea. White-red is the color for me. Stone Coil can be a 2-drop, sure. So we have a lot of 3s. This deck would really benefit from a Mox, Mana Crypt, or Ancient Tomb. And also red-white dual lands, because I don't know. For fun, I'd probably splash red. The data consistently shows that single-colored aggressive decks do outperform double-colored. But for fun, having Hellrider in a deck for a bit of variety is kind of cool. So there we go. Black Lotus. Okay, I can't complain about... Holy cow, this deck's insane now. Definitely going to take Black Lotus. Very happy about that. It's my first decent piece of power. And what are we going to wheel out of this pack? Archangel Avacyn's good. Disenchant is fine, but Black Lotus is so busted. Next we have the winningest card, aside from Shadowgrave, Tithe Taker. I mean, I think I probably do just pick up a Tithe Taker and wheel Honor of the Pure. I could also take a Tidehollow Scholar, but black didn't seem that open from the last pack that I was going. It's more like red-white. I like the disruption that black offers, but I think I'm just going to take Tithe Taker and wheel the Honor. Ooh. No, they're all in the same pack! Thalia, Danto Vanguard, Manatithe, Porcelain Legionnaire. I think those are like... And Goblin Rabblemaster. These are like literally all of the cards I would be looking for if I'm going red-white. So that's unfortunate. I think Thalia is the best out of these, especially with Black Lotus. Like, turn 1 Thalia plus Spirit of the Labyrinth is just so dirty. And then probably I'll wheel a Danto Vanguard. I mean, I'm gonna wheel everything. It's just unfortunate that like they're in the same pack, so I can't get them all. Because now this pack's gonna have like a bunch of green cards that I don't care about. And that's one example of like, you could be drafting the most open archetype, but just because of the way that the packs fall, you might not get the best deck you could have. And that's just part of Magic. Here, I'll take a Giver of Runes, I guess. I could take a Phyrexian Metamorph and try and wheel the Giver of Runes, but I don't think I'm going to be playing the Metamorph, so I'll just take the Giver. Metamorph is fine. Ooh, Caracas. Oh, Rishadan Port. Oh my goodness, I need both. What's going to come around? I honestly don't know which one I like more. Caracas is very good in specific matchups. Specifically like stopping them from reanimating on you. It can protect your Thalia and your Brimaz. It's good with Uro, but I don't think I'm putting Uro in this deck. Rishadan Port is just going to be good all the time. It's good for denying them mana, and it's a bit of disruption. I don't think I'm going to wheel either. I guess the fact that Caracas taps for white. No, I'm going to take the Port. I think I like Port more. It's really hard to say, but this one is a bit more proactively disruptive, whereas Caracas is reactively disruptive. This one stops them from putting a creature into play. Caracas stops them after they've put a creature into play. And out of those two options, it seems better to just not let them get the thing in play in the first place. I'll take an Elspeth, probably wheel with Blaze Placer. Ooh, Wasteland. Containment Priest might come around, but I'll definitely pick up this Wasteland. So here's me learning from the data. I don't think Ravages of War performed that well, according to the data, and I think other people have pointed this out too. And I'm going to kind of extrapolate this from experience. I think Ravages of War is good if you have quite a few Moxes, like Chrome Mox, Mox Diamond, Mox Ruby, or things like that. Because then you can like Armageddon early without worrying about like, oh no, I'm killing my lands. But if you're playing a deck that's just like all land-based mana or like one-shot burst mana like Black Lotus, I don't think Ravages of War is actually going to help you that much, because by the time you get up to 4 mana, you should have them dead most of the time anyway if you're in a winning board position. I think I would still play it, but I would tend to play it more in decks that are way more 1-drop heavy, which are very rare because there are not that many 1-drops in the cube, or decks that have a lot of permanent Mox, like 0 mana artifact mana sources, which this deck is not. Archangel Avacyn versus Disenchant. Archangel Avacyn is a very good card in some matchups. I do love Disenchant though. I'm going to take Avacyn. There's our Honor of the Pure. I do like Mazavith, but Honor in this deck I think is just better. Tidehollow, again for decent disruption. But I think at this point, yeah, they all came around. I kind of like the one-off Manatithe, but these 2-drops are so good too. So I'm not sure what I would like more. I have, let's see, Honor of the Pure Spirit, Thalia, Tithe Taker, Jite, Absent. I'm going to take Manatithe for curve. Yeah, I don't know. That's just unfortunate that they were all in the same pack. Couldn't really decide. I think Amelia's Call. Not really going to play that. There's my 2-drop Selfless Spirit. That one's actually pretty decent. And we get a Mishra's Factory. Okay. Given that I just got Mishra's Factory, I think... Am I ever going to cast the 7-drop? Like... This is why I don't think this card is really even remotely playable in Vintage Cube. Like... Ooh, okay. This deck is getting absurd. It's so good now. I'm happy that I leaned into this. So now we have a mocked Black Lotus. I don't think I need Scalding Tarn. I don't think I need to put a Mayor's Call. I just don't think I'm ever going to cast a 7-mana make 2 4/4s. I've been wrong before, but as of now, I think I'll start it in the sideboard. I'm going to take the Mox, hope to wheel 3-Bin Inspector, or actually probably Oblivion Ring, because I don't have much removal in this deck, but this is exactly what we were looking for here. After complaining enough, the Magic Gods decided to give me good cards. Cannot complain anymore. Council Judgment, that's the removal. Now I don't need the Banishing Light as much. And I can wheel Soulfire Grandmaster, which I probably won't play, or nothing else. What am I looking for now? Swords to Plowshares, Mother of Runes as an upgrade over Giver of Runes, although I'd probably play both. Any more Moxes, like Mox Diamond, Chrome Mox would both be excellent here. Oh, you know, I think maybe I was supposed to take Godless Shrine because I did have Lingering Souls, which is very good with Honor of the Pure. I would definitely splash that, but I think I already passed the Godless Shrine. But I'll try and keep my eyes open. Like for Concealed Courtyard, for example. I'm definitely taking Legion's Landing here. Yeah, I think this card's actually quite good. I like the Courtyard, but there's like a 1% chance that someone takes this. And I'm not even certain that I'm going to put the black for Lingering Souls in my deck anyway. So I'm just going to guarantee that I get the card that I want. You need a critical mass of 1-drops. It's also, Legion's Landing makes your Black Lotus turns way scarier. Because if you go like turn 1 Lotus into like Legion's Landing, Tithe Taker, Giver Runes, and then turn 2 you attack and flip it, and then play like a 3-drop, that's really good. I want Leonin Relic Warder, but I also do quite like Walking Ballista, and I think this card is significantly better, but will almost certainly come around. So I'm going to take the Ballista and just kind of hope that Leonin Relic Warder gets there. Here... I wish I had the blue-black fetch, because now with Marsh Flats, could be doing okay. And then I could wheel in Vala for like the green matches. Do I need a Banishing Light? I have Council's Judgment, Unexpectedly Absent, Swords to Plowshares. I think one of the 2 Oblivion Ring effects will come around, so I'm going to take this Marsh Flats, with the hope that I can find a Scrubland that I may or may not have already passed. Because if I can get 1 Scrubland with 2 white fetches, then Lingering Souls gets much easier. Ooh, there's Swords. There's also Skull Clamp and Kythian. I'm definitely taking Swords. That's, I think, one of the best cards I could have asked for. And then I'll play Kythian. Skull Clamp is fine in this deck, but not amazing. Just because, like, the whole point of our deck is to be aggressive. It doesn't make sense really to trade mana and cards in play for cards in hand. Because the purpose of something like Black Lotus is to trade cards in hand for pressure in play. So Skull Clamp is like the opposite of a Black Lotus, where you're trading things you have in play so that you have more things to play later. And it just doesn't really work with what we're going for. If we had more of a tokens theme, like in a slower deck, like Elspeth, Lingering Souls, things like that, I could see running Skull Clamp. But as it currently stands, I don't think we need to. Ooh, Skyclave. Okay. Our removal is very good now. This card's fantastic, right? 3 mana, 2/2. Enters the battlefield, exile a permanent you don't control with CMC 4 or less. And then when it leaves, they make an illusion. That's quite good. That's actually absurd. Yeah, this deck looks good. So right now I have 24 playables, including Black Lotus. Ooh, Phyrexian Revoker I like a lot. I could take Plateau and splash the red cards, but that just doesn't seem necessary. I'll take the Revoker. This card is really high on my list, actually. Just because, like, let's say they play a Signet, you play Revoker, eats their Signet. This is like a 2-mana Stone Rain that also attacks. Okay, we got 3-Bin Inspector. There was another card in here I thought I might wheel, which was like an Oblivion Ring, I think. But I'm pretty happy with 3-Bin Inspector. I don't think I'm going to play Lingering Souls. I'm not sure how I feel about the fetches. They thin my deck, which I guess is worthwhile. But they also hurt my life total, so if I play against red, I will cut Marshstrand and Flooded Strand. Marsh Flats and Flooded Strand. Avalanche Rider's Cough. What are people taking? I guess it must be blue cards. Take a Duress. If I really feel the need, I can bring in black. But I think I'll bring in Flame Tongue, I guess. Interesting. Someone took all my Banishing Lights. Not like I really needed them, because now I have Path and Swords and Skyclave Apparition. So I have like all the premium removal spells, so I don't really think I care. This deck is almost as close to perfect as you can ask for. Yeah, we got Relic Water. Okay, I think I'm going to sideboard Archangel Avacyn now. 5 mana is just a lot, and she's really only good against decks where flying matters. Glorybringer. Sure. I don't know what matchup we're playing where we would want a Glorybringer, but there it is. So this is an example of a draft where like red and white were just wide open because nobody's touching them. Okay, I don't normally love counting a Mox as a land, but I think it makes sense for this deck. I think I'm going to count Black Lotus as a spell, but we'll see how that goes. Giver, Legion's Landing, Mana Tithe, Path, Student, Sword. I mean, this deck's so good. Hightaker, Thalia, Spirit of the Labyrinth, Silver Spirit, Honor of the Pure. It needed a Smuggler's Copter. That would have been... that would have been silly, I think is the word for that. Maybe... I like Silverblade Paladin, but maybe it's not necessary. Because like a turn 1 Brimaz is just super scary. And then I can run 16 land alongside of Black Lotus as like kind of a mana land source. Not the worst. One of those being a Mox. So that's actually a pretty low white source count, isn't it? But my curve is actually very low. I only have 10 basic planes, effectively 12. That's actually quite low, so I'm definitely wanting at least one more land. I know this is... I guess 17 is fine. I know my curve is very low. I guess I'll get rid of Honor of the Pure. Because it doesn't directly impact the board and I don't have too many token makers. So that seems fine. It's just like, Wasteland is very often just going to die immediately. So it's kind of like a spell. So I'm really running 16 lands. And Rishadan Ported Mistress Factory are also like spells. And Mox Emerald is also kind of like a spell. In that, like, you really actually do want a Mox combined with other lands. You don't want your only land to be a Mox. So we're effectively running like 13 white sources, which is good, but honestly not great. And this is why you want to go monocolored. I don't think I can go any higher in lands. And I think I like keeping Mistress Factory because it's good, but this is surprisingly a sketchy monocolored mana base. Never thought I would say that, but I think this deck's absurd. I'll see you guys round 1. All right, we're playing against Akhans. We're going first. Oh, boy, this is a good hand. Turn 1 Thalia. Turn 1 Thalia is disgusting on the play. I'm actually not going to fetch because I don't mind drawing a third land with... they mulled a 5. I'm not going to fetch. The one way I lose this is draw like only 4 drops. So, you know, having 1 extra land in my deck is fine. Because it's hard to lose by flooding with a hand this good. Ooh, Wasteland. Wasteland off the top. I also like Thalia against Shelldock Isle decks. Tech for 2. I think they're going to be locked out of playing things for a good while. So now that I've drawn a land, I'm going to fetch. And I'm just going to run out a Naked Leonin Relic Order. I just want to be hitting them for 4 damage, because like, usually you want to Leonin Relic Order Signets, but they can't even cast a Signet turn 2. Okay. That one's, I think, just going on top of their deck. Regret my Leonin Relic Order decisions, but we're going for max pressure. Now I don't want to draw any more lands. This is a lot of land. Then they draw Hangerback Walker. There we go, Gideon. Land, 1, 2, 3, 4 for Gideon. Gideon resolved, we're doing good. Okay, Gideon gives Thalia Indestructible. And then I path the Hangerback Walker that they play. Or I don't even really need to. Are they dead? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, so I'm not even gonna path. We'll just give this lifelink. I would have said, hey, thanks. Lifelink, because first strike, yeah, that's fine. So they can't really cast anything here. Oh, they just take it? Interesting. I'll keep a land in hand, just to not let them know what's going on. Okay. Yeah, I guess taking it makes sense, because they need to draw something like Tinker, maybe, would be their out. So I'm actually going to interpret that to say that they maybe have Tinker in their deck. And I think we just keep our deck the same, it's perfect. Well, I'm sorry for this opponent, but we've had good hands. This deck. What is this even gonna be? Like turn one. Actually, I need them to have a kind of busted start too. Oh, there we go. Jite's fine. So we get to go turn one Jite plus Revoker. I kind of like Relic Warder more because it's double white and that's going to be hard to make work. Plains, Black Lotus. Poor opponent. Sometimes this just happens though. Back for white. Yeah, just deciding what I want to play here. I think because it's not guaranteed that I get to play a Leonin Relic Warder, I'm going to play that plus the Jite. And then if they play an artifact, I can Phyrexian Revoker it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry. This is stupid. Alright, equip. Here. They do have a Lightning Strike, but it's not an Abrade. Then we play Legion's Landing. Go. I actually don't have enough colored mana to cast a Council's Judgment, so it's definitely possible that they could still come back from this. Unlikely, but definitely possible. Okay, there's my planes. So let's equip Jite here. And also attack with Mistress Factory. I don't want to Phyrexian Revoker because I'm not sure what I'm naming yet. And this plays around a lot of things. It also does the most damage. Shark Typhoon for 1. That's fine because they just trade for the vampire, but then I get Jite counters. So I think Phyrexian Revoker can name Shark Typhoon, if I remember correctly. Because cycling is an activated ability. Fingerback Walker for 2. That's fine. Because I draw a land. Animate. Equip. I guess I didn't even need a land. This just gets there. Attack. And this is why I valued things like Mistress Factory so highly. So if they take it, they lose their guy. But then they could take damage. Yeah, we're just going to kill the Hangerback Walker with this. So kill this. Kill this. And then I can kill the Thopters whenever. This does stop them from tinkering if I kill them right now. So I guess we just do that. They can tinker. The reason for keeping counters on the Jite here is because it lets me attack more safely in the future. Let's say they play a 2-2 and then I attack with Mistress Factory. I don't want to have to trade my 2-2 for whatever they play, like P and Kieran here. Now I can attack with Mistress Factory relatively confidently because it's going to be a 6-6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they can trade their entire board for my factory if they want to, and that's acceptable. This is the power of the Jite. Attack. So by not attacking with a Thopter, they're suggesting that they're willing to block with everything, which is totally reasonable. So that's 1 pump, 2 pumps, and then those. And this is why I kept the Jite counters, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to trade this well. So pump this up, 6-6. That goes through. I get Jite counters. What do I want a Phyrexian Revoker? Dak Faden. I do not want to run into a Dak Faden here. Simic Signet's cool. I'm okay with that one. Well, despite my busted start, opponent did stabilize quite well. Okay. Selfless Spirit is helpful, so I play that. We equip Jite to the Spirit. That makes it just harder to kill with Burn. And then we really hope that they don't have Dak Faden. Another Signet. So they're building up for something big, which makes me think they might have like a Wildfire, but I can get a Jite hit in, and then my Selfless Spirit will survive a Wildfire. Using Pyromancer's fine. I guess they get to draw 2, so that's actually pretty good. Interesting they discarded Ugin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess they were a ways away from casting Ugin. Ooh, I like Stone Coil, so let's attack. I think I pretty much just want to keep all of my counters on the Jite. There's no real reason to kill these elementals or whatever. Play this big boy. They have 1 card in hand. They might be dead. They're 3 cards deep away from getting into Sheldock Isle. Oh, absent. Yeah, we're okay. We just attack. I can go for lethal if I want to. Right now that's 3 damage. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No. I could go for lethal actually, but that seems a little bit silly. I will pump once. and then do that. You take its counters. Yeah, they could have gone to 1 here. Opponent says that they just realized who I am. They're a big fan. It's cool. So Archons, you're now in a YouTube video. And I think I'm going to unexpectedly absent your... I'm talking directly to you now, Archons. I'm going to put one of your signets on top of your deck in your upkeep. So that way you don't draw anything here. Or, I guess after you activate Seasoned Pyromancer to put tokens into play. Because you didn't have anything good last turn, and you're dead. I wanted to ask if I could get to see a little bit more about your PhD. I can link them... Hang on. I just told them my dissertation's available on Google Scholar. And if any of you want to read my dissertation, just go to Google Scholar and search Caleb Gannon. All my stuff should show up there. But we'll see what opponent says. Also, my dissertation defense video, I don't know why you would want to watch it, but if you're interested in that, yeah, we're just going to do this. Put this on top. I think white mana is scarier. The old 2-mana Time Walk. I mean, this is basically Time Walk, right? We're going to be in the exact same position as last turn. Opponent says that the paper using machine learning to create high efficiency freeform illumination design tools. That is in fact my paper. So if you want to read that, you can search for it. I don't know about another Caleb Gannon, but they say GG's. So that was a quick match. Took him down. See you guys next round. All right, we're playing against Chalupa Batman 88. We're on the draw. I don't think I can keep a 5-lander, so we're mulligan. I will keep this hand because Rishadan Port, as I said, is kind of like a spell, and it has a good curve and other things. This person is very nearly one of the trophy leaders. Hi, big fan. Thank you. Nice 14 trophies. So they clearly know what they're doing because they're playing white as well. So we might have a nice old mono-white mirror match, which makes my Manatize look a bit awkward. This deck is god-awful. Okay, well, that's good to hear. My deck is quite good. What do they mean? What? Wasteland Mox Diamond and mono white is not god-awful. Alright, I mean, I guess you could say that. What? Oh no, my deck's so bad. Woe is me. Turn 2 Brimaz. Have Manatize. I don't like making a 1/1 Walking Ballista that doesn't really help. So I think we're just going to make Student of Warfare into a 3/3 First Strike. And no attacks. Then I can at least block their 1/1. I take 3 in the process, but it's okay. I think I'm going to cut Wasteland from my deck. Because really the only target will be like Wastelanding their Wasteland, and that's not amazing. Yeah, their deck's great. What are you talking about? This is... Oh, they're going to give it a lifelink. Yeah, and this is an example of like why white is good. Because now I can't really show exactly how good mono white is, because it's the face-off of good mono white decks. So I can't really make this any bigger. And I don't love drawing another land here, because Gideon's going to get big. But they didn't have a removal spell, they also didn't have a land. So maybe I do want to... No, I don't want to give them the option to Wasteland. So let's just play Brimaz and pass turn. And then I can play Walking Ballista as a 2/2, or I can play land and make this into a 4/4 double strike. Oh! Oh, that's so bad! What are they saying? This deck is bad! I call shenanigans. So Manatize would have been fantastic this turn. I'm just going to take a boatload of damage here. Yep. Block here. Legion's Landing, you're a little bit late to the party, good friend. I'm at 10? Really don't like that. I mean, if I make this into a 4/4 double strike, they can block with Brimaz, and then I take... Actually, it's not that bad, is it? I take 4, 5, 6. They're still stuck on lands, which means they have 3 spells in hand, which I don't like. Because playing... What happens if I play Walking Ballista? Then they play Gideon. Yeah, actually, I think this is better. If I just make Student of Warfare into... Oh, thank goodness. 6 doesn't do it, it's 7. Okay. So that is actually not a viable option. Alright, I guess it's a lifelink token, Walking Ballista. Actually, I like that. Lifelink token, Walking Ballista for 1. And then inconspicuously hold up Manatize. They'll never see it coming. I wonder if I was supposed to attack Gideon in that situation. I don't think so. But it's definitely possible. Man, that's unfortunate. That's very good here. Because now my plan of block Brimaz, deal first strike damage, and then hit it with Walking Ballista does not work out. Oh, interesting. They give that one indestructible. This might be doable then. Oh, and the cat's a 2/2. Oh, this is so bad. Their start was just so good. I can block here, and then chump block the Brimaz, or I can double block the Brimaz, chump block the Gideon, and then shoot the Brimaz. So I'm trading all of my creatures away. There's no way that's correct. Yeah, so we definitely block here, and then just chump here, and take 7. Hope they follow up with a 2-drop that I can mana tithe. Nope. Elspeth helps. Problem is I'm at 3 life. We can go Rishadan Port. Play Elspeth. I need 2 blockers though. And I don't have that. And this is so bad. I'm 1 damage short of killing anything here. If I could just kill Gideon with Student of Warfare, I definitely would go for that. And also, I guess at this point, I'm just going to level this up. I can't hold up Mana Tithe. I can't afford to waste mana anymore. Here's obviously where they jam like a 4-drop that kills me, but I need to be proactive because best case, they have nothing in hand that does anything, at which point I don't need Mana Tithe. I can't even really beat the board, so I can't play around them having like an Elspeth. Whoa. Okay. Glad I didn't hold up Mana Tithe. I think I'm just super dead to that. Goodbye, old friend. So now all their creatures are lethal, and don't have lifelink. Well, the fact that they're splashing blue has got to be a good sign for me. Especially I haven't seen like good fixing so far, so it means in general their deck should be less consistent. Okay, we're dead. I forgot Gideon can also ultimate. That's... yeah. Okay, hoping for a better start here. I think I do like bringing in Archangel Avacyn. Oh, I also have Jite, that's nice. Thalia... I don't know if I like Thalia. Also, Honor of the Pure makes creature combat go a lot better for me. Guess this protects me from Gideon. Arcane Revoker's pretty good. Spirit of the Labyrinth is the most medium. We're definitely getting rid of Wasteland for Plains. Until I see a dual land from them that I want to kill. Avacyn goes here. Yeah, I don't think I like the 3-1. And I could cut Rishadan Port for a swamp. And then run Lingering Souls plus Marsh Flats with 1 swamp plus Black Lotus. Because a lot of the time flyers are going to make the difference, and like GT plus Lingering Souls is pretty useful. Okay, I think I am okay with that. 1 swamp, because it's the same number of white sources. I need to make another cut now. It honestly could be Thalia, but I do actually like the first strike. Oh, I'm going to get rid of Mana Tithe. That seems not super useful in this matchup. Although, we'll see how many Planeswalkers they have. We're going to go first. Oh, I was supposed to get rid of the blue fetch. This hand looks much better. I'll keep this. We get to go turn 1 Student. The fairy's in here because I was trying to build a blue-eye control deck, but I couldn't get the card, so last minute switched to mono white, but it's still a bit short. Well, he's a decent include. In mulligan. Okay. Yeah, 3 lands is fine, so I'm just going to fetch for an island, or plains here. Play Student. Then we'll go turn 2 Thalia. Hopefully they don't have too many Moxes turn 1. Nice. They want a Swords or Path. Mana Tithe would hurt. Okay. Hit them here for 1. They have no play. I like that. Here's our Swamp. Alright, level up. Level up. Level up. Hit for 5. Yikes. Alright, 2 mana Condemn. I get to keep Thalia, but I do lose my Student. They play Brimaz, which I think I just have to Swords at this point. Can't let that one sitting around. Swords this. Play Plains, attack for 2. No Stone Coil or Elspeth. I think I'm going to play Elspeth next turn. Yeah, a Lonely Sword of Fire and Ice I don't care about. We go Plains, Elspeth. Make tokens. Hit them for 2. Bulmut Courier, I guess, would be like the one scary card here with Sword of Fire and Ice, but I can just chump block it now. Baneslayer Angel? Ah! Okay, but I have a 6/6. Oh, I could also just do that. I think I'm just gonna do that. Yeah, because if I Stone Coil, they equip the sword. Baneslayer Angel is a good mirror breaker. So just get that thing as far away as possible. And then Elspeth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage puts them down to 10. I think I just want to create more soldiers. Hit them for 2 here. And then hopefully Elspeth can ultimate before Baneslayer does too much. Okay, Sun Titan. If I draw a land, I'm not that scared of it, even if I don't. Okay, Mox is fine. No, it's not! Stinky Thalia! 6/6 Vigilance. So I can play the Mox paying 1. That actually hurts a lot. Play this as a 6/6. And give Thalia flying. Hit for 5 in the air. And then next turn, Stonecoil Serpent will be lethal. If their turn starts with Sword Equip, I'm not too mad. Banishing like the Stonecoil Serpent or the Elspeth. Equip Sword, that's not great actually. Yeah, their deck and draws have been very good because Baneslayer Angel is coming down. How soon? Show game log. When did I get rid of Baneslayer? Turn 6, and I put it beneath the top 3. So then they draw it beneath the top 2, beneath the top 1. So they're gonna get Baneslayer Angel in 2 turns here. And I mean, I need a kill spell here, otherwise I die. Alright, that was kind of perfect. Pretty decent top deck. Okay, game 3. On the draw, given what I've seen, I kind of like Mana Tithe more. I don't really need this Lingering Souls nonsense on the draw. We'll just add a Plains here. Just like Mana Tithe to stop a Baneslayer Angel seems really nice. He might also want a Silverblade Paladin, but I think this is okay. Ooh, Giver of Runes. I like this. If Giver of Runes gets to stick, I think I'll be in really good shape. The problem is, like, I'm going to fetch here so I have less lands to draw. Their deck is just a little bit bigger than mine. So with them having Baneslayer Angel and whatnot, the Revoker, the Giver of Runes. Alright, that's a good answer. What? Oh my god. Opponent claims their deck is awful, meanwhile has Black Lotus. At least 2 Moxes, I think? I don't even know what to think about that. The thing is, Phyrexian Revoker doesn't even stop Gideon Blackblade. It's really bad if you look at it, though. It's just a weird curve. I get what they're saying, but the curve works very well, at least in this specific matchup. Oh boy. Well, like, the thing is, I can't even draw my Lotus, because it doesn't... Like, I could, but it doesn't really help that much, although it would have been better than a Plains there. Oh boy. That was the perfect 2 cards. I guess I have to... Selfless Spirit? Gideon's gonna give Indestructible on the Revoker. I can Phyrexian Revoker Gideon Blackblade, but then I can't... I guess I can start attacking it then. That seems fine. Yeah, we'll do that. Hopefully the rest of their hand is bad. Gideon. And... I guess I attack Gideon here? The problem is they like want to trade because if I can kill Phyrexian Revoker, Giver of Runes is going to be huge in the matchup. So maybe that was not a good attack. And maybe I'm just hoping to draw a removal spell for the Revoker. I think actually... Well, regardless, I was supposed to not play the Revoker early. I'm taking 4, 6? I'll take 6. Ooh, and they don't have anything maybe besides Condemn. Okay. So now... Tidetaker doesn't even stop Condemn. So I guess we play Thalia? Stop any 3 mana shenanigans like a big unexpectedly absent. Attack Gideon here. Thalia can block the Revoker. They also did not have a good play last turn. Take 4 of Gideon. Okay. Let's go with... I do like flipping Legion's Landing in this position, but I also like playing Tidetaker to protect myself against Restoration Angel. So let's lead with Tidetaker and see what happens. Okay, that is what I was concerned about. Restoration Angel. Okay. So I can play Selfless Spirit. I guess their attacks are not great. So I guess I just play Selfless Spirit and then pass. I don't think it's worth swinging out at Gideon. They can't even uptick him, and I don't want to sacrifice my Selfless Spirit just for a thing. When I could just draw a removal spell for Restoration Angel, and that would help tremendously. Or like a Jite. Okay, Gideon attack. I will block with the Tidetaker, because I think having a flyer here is actually kind of better. Marginally, but still could be better. Please don't be Baneslayer. Okay, Brimaz is fine, because now I just have 2 flyers. And a factory. Let's go with a 2-mana Legion's Landing. And then, what am I doing? I really want to get this Phyrexian Revoker dead. That would make this game so much easier for me. If the last card in their hand is Condemned, that's really bad. But I think I just have to kill their Gideon. And I also would really like to flip Legion's Landing. So let's move to combat. Attack Gideon with those in the air. And I'm almost certainly going to Phyrexian Revoker here, attack Gideon. I mean, I lose very much to a kill spell, but I don't know if I can beat a kill spell. Actually, do I lose if I swing out? If I swing out at Gideon, they can kill one creature. And then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on the backswing. And I'll have 2 blockers on the ground. And I'll take 2. I'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'll gain 2. So I'll go down to 4. I'm just deciding if I can afford to play around Condemn, basically. And I think the answer is I'm just going to swing out a Gideon. I think I can do this. Okay, so now we sacrifice this to give everything indestructible. And I kill the Cat Soldier. Gideon dies. Then I go with Mishra's Factory. Pass turn. They probably just attack with Resto. I guess Brimez is also fine. But right now I cannot pump Mishra's Factory using itself because it has Summoning Sickness. But next turn I will be able to. And I can double block their Cat Soldier, I guess. Gain 2 life there. Take 6. But I need to draw a spell. I think, as it stands, I'm just dying to Restoration Angel. So I need some way, like an Umezawa's Jite, or I guess a way to kill Phyrexian Revoker. Jite would be ideal, because it kills Revoker and it gives me a way to win. Also for them to not have Baneslayer Angel. That card's so silly. Okay, they didn't do anything. Walking Ballista is quite nice. That deals with Phyrexian Revoker too. Okay, that's actually, I think, what I'm looking for. Play a Walking Ballista for 4. Play your own Mana Tithe or whatever. Do I want to do it for more? Yeah, I do. Walking Ballista for 3 is just bigger. That can kill Phyrexian Revoker, lets the Spirit block Restoration Angel. And then it lets Thalia block quite well. Yeah, so we kill that. And then I don't think I really have the possibility to attack here just yet. But the late game is so good for me because I have a Danto. We'll see what they do though. My plan is to just block Resto with the Spirit, give pro white. Okay. Block. Pro white. Not sure what's happening there. They can Vanishing Light and hit my Walking Ballista, I guess? But I still get to keep my Giver of Runes. So, Walking Ballista down, you know, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. I can't kill the Restoration Angel, I'm 1 damage short of that. But now I have Giver of Runes, there's the Jite. Right on time, 1, 2, 3. Pretty good draws. No complaints here. What do I do? Guess I equip it to the Lifelink Vampire? And then give protection from white now? Because I can take 1 hit off Restoration Angel. And before this is the turn they play an equipped sword. Oh, actually maybe that is a reason not to do that. I will equip this to Thalia. Yeah, actually if they play an equipped sword that's really, really bad. I maybe shouldn't have done that. This is a turn for them to do that, and that I should not have let that happen. Doesn't look like they have it though. Actually, I could just block the sword still. I lose my spirit, but I guess it's not that bad. Okay, it's not great, but it's not the worst. Yeah, because now my spirit does in fact die. I should have just equipped the Jite to the spirit. What am I doing? There's a plains. They're at 17. Yeah, I should not have done that, because now sword can get me. So I need to get super aggressive here. Because Restoration Angel can only do one thing, so I think I just swing out. Yeah, punted. Opponent said these games are tough. Sorry, I saw you probably just heard me saying yeah, but these games are very involved. So I think the mistake I made was giving them an out to equip sword to Restoration Angel. I'm not putting Jite on the flyer, that, and letting you get a sword hit in. I'm definitely attacking here. Mistress Factory, Revoker. I think I also like attacking with this vampire. If they block the vampire with Brimaz, then I can hit them for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that seems fine. Okay, so this happens. How do I want to do this? I can give this pro white. I can make Brimaz into a 1, 2. I think I need to kill Brimaz here, so we're going to use all of our GT counters except for one. So we're going to kill Brimaz. This protection from white. And then shrink GT or Brimaz. 2, 3, 1, 2. Shrink Brimaz to an 0-2 or an 0-1, and now he dies. Then I make a vampire and equip GT to it. And I go to 1 if they kill my vampire off the GT counter. If they hit me in the face with sword. So I think I get to see the trigger here. Yeah, I think I get to see the trigger. So I'm going to let this hit. See if they target me. Okay, so the targeting Giver of Runes, that seems like a reasonable target. See what they play. Hopefully not Baneslayer. That's so bad. Oh my god, Brimaz comes back. Okay. I don't know if I can win now. Yeah, I definitely punted by letting there draw land. I think that's game, actually. Sun Titan, ye old devil. Alright, let's... I mean, I have to gain 5 life here. So we're gonna go for it regardless. Here. Oh, this is so bad. I need... block here and here. They take 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm just super dead. I guess I'll keep back Thalia on defense. These attacks are really not good for me though. I just need them to mess up. There's no way I can win this game without them making a big mistake. And that is not it. Pump this up. Kill the cat. GT counters. Make a thing. Whip. And die. Super dead. I don't know. I just needed them to like get very suspicious and block weirdly, which did not happen. Ah, that was really good. Very close games. It really just came down to their Sun Titan and me giving up the Giver of Runes on the Flying Spirit. I think that's what cost me this game. I can get back Revoker. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's it. All right. Yikes, yikes, yikes. See you guys next round. That was very involved. I'm disappointed in myself. Exactly my worst fear happened when I sent through the guy, but that's what happens when you play long involved matches. The one mistake you make is how you lose the game, right? See you guys next round. Alright, we're here for round 3 after that brutal round 2, and we got a good hand on the play. I'll keep this. We get Mana Tithe into... I might play GT turn 2. It depends on what I draw. If I draw a land, I really would like to Mana Tithe their 2-drop, but this isn't the most aggressive hand. I think Black Lotus would be pretty nice, casting turn 2 Elspeth holding up Mana Tithe. I wouldn't complain about too much. I can also remove my upkeep stop. All I want to do is have my opponent cast Black Lotus turn 1, play like a 4-drop, and me Mana Tithe it. That would be... I'd be happy. Alright, well I get to run this out. That seems fine. And now I don't... There's no decision, I just play GT. Card's so good! I mean, a 4th land is good because I know I want Elspeth, as long as I can draw a 3-drop here. Also, I think my keyboard is dying. I don't really want to charge it mid-round, but sometimes when I try to skip turns, it just doesn't. I know that's the risk of running wireless keyboard. Okay, 5th land, not great. But they're playing black, and they missed a land, so I guess we're fine. Curious what they... I don't know. Definitely just gonna play Elspeth and make a thing. Next turn I can like equip GT, play Legion's Landing, and hold up Path. Because against mono black, I mean, the only thing I suspect is Reanimator, which I think is kind of disappointing. Because basically the only avenue black has in this cube is to like reanimate stuff. Whereas like all the other colors have a lot of diversity. Red can be burned, there's artifacts. Big red like Thundermaw. White, you can go like low to the ground, there's like blue-white control. Just kind of disappointing that black is like so one-dimensional. Yeah, I don't think there's anything they could do here, so let's just attack, get GT counters. And I really do want to flip Legion's Landing, so I'm gonna Revoker, make a soldier. Or I guess I don't need to Revoker, do I? Just play Legion's Landing, and then save Revoker for if they have something. Yeah. Part of me wants to Revoker Gristlebrand, but I think Path to Exile kind of shores up that weakness. Yeah, they look like they're going to discard, but that's very slow. It is Gristlebrand, okay. So Shallow Grave, I guess, does something. So let's main phase Phyrexian Revoker, naming Gristlebrand. Then, even really need to play land. I guess this hits for more damage, so we'll do that on the lifelink. If they Shallow Grave Gristlebrand, they just trade it for Path, and that's fine. I guess I do want to play land because Legion's Landing. I'd like to activate that and play Path. And we attack. And if, oh, I guess there's no reason to use GT counters there. This lets me like deal with something they might reanimate. Opponent still, maybe they really just didn't draw lands. I don't know. I'm half expecting them to drop a Massacre Worm into the graveyard and then Shallow Grave it during my combat step. That would be unfortunate. Okay, Woe Strider, wow, this is unbelievably good. So we'll give this one flying. This is like the absolute best. Swords and Path in the same deck is so strong. So that represents 8, 9, 10, 11, 15, 16, 17. Attack with all. Pump. I guess I'll move to blockers, right? That way they can't Shallow Grave surprise me. Haha! Oh, but they discarded it backward. They get Woe Strider, which is nowhere near as good as Gristlebrand. So... Alright, let's just Path the Woe Strider. Then I think they die. Alright. Against Reanimator, I mean, I'm pretty much pre-boarded for that. So just run it back. Look at this hand! I really want to keep it as a joke, but that's like, what the heck? Alright, going to 5. Okay. Seems fine to me. Turn 1. Bring these back. This is a turn 1. If I get Inquisition, though, this is going to be really bad. No. Okay. I need another 1-drop. Relic Water's fine. So I think we're going to go turn 1 Brimaz, turn 2 Thalia. That's like my best shot here. Not the best use of Black Lotus, but it's fine. Just a lowly old cat soldier king. Oh, Brimaz is a cat! Ooh, that's interesting. I need that in my cat tribal. I think I have a lot of good draws. Playing Thalia here is going to be nice. Okay, Plains is good too. So I don't think there's any 2-mana card that kills creatures specifically during combat in black. So it makes sense to attack, see what happens. Yeah, because they just do that. So maybe I was supposed to turn 1 Thalia. But I get to turn 2 Thalia now. Losing Brimaz hurts though. That is a stone cold 2 for 1. I also think after this I'm going to side out Wasteland because they appear to be mono black. And I don't think there's any non-basic lands they might play. Okay, that's a lot of removal. And this is where the mulligan to 5 really starts to hurt. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. Play Spirit, play Wasteland. But now, like, I'm down 2 cards, plus they 2-for-1 me with Liliana's Triumph, so I'm really down 3 cards. So it's like my opponent cast 2 Ancestral Recalls. Because Ancestral Recall only puts you up 2 cards, because you spend 1 card to get 3. Wow, this is an insane series of draws. Play Gideon. Gideon gives this. If they had a way to kill it, I think they would have in response to Gideon, so I'm just going to give Lifelink. Now Gideon gives me an out to Reanimated Creature, along with Leon and Relic Warder. They have Entomb though, so I think at this turn specifically of Reanimating Gristlebrand, because otherwise Gideon can exile him. Yikes. And Liliana. Alright, they had a good setup. Oh! But I have this thing! Oh! It's beautiful! I forgot about this thing. Good work, Spirit. Now I just draw swords and they concede. Lotus Strand doesn't do anything. The lifelink is the problem here. This indestructible. given what I'm seeing, we're just going to Leonin Relic Warder or nothing. Man, Spirit of the Labyrinth really comes in clutch at random times. I could attack for -4 damage, but that seems like a bad idea. It'll push my Spirit. That's enough to win the game from me. They just draw with Gristlebrand and take it from there. Alright, game 3. Not gonna mulligan to 5, hopefully. And we'll keep it the same. Oh, wait, no. Want to get rid of Wasteland. No! Can I do it? Nope. Okay. Student, Leonin, Skyclave. I mean, it's got a curve. Can't really mulligan these. Problem is Skyclave Apparition doesn't deal with reanimated creatures. I also think of the matchups, Reanimator has is one of Mono White's worst matchups. Just because they have, well, Iona is huge. Gristlebrand is tough to deal with if you don't specifically draw Swords or Path. I have both of them, and Council's Judgment, but it still can be challenging. Stonecoil's pretty good. I'm going to make this into a 3-3 here. They might have Fatal Push. They do, that's fine. Ugh, okay. Shriekmaw I don't love. Goodbye, Student. At least I got in a hit for 3. Marsh Flats. Okay, we'll play Leonin Relic Warder and then fetch with Marsh Flats. It's a little bit off curve, but obviously we want to save Skyclave Apparition to hit something that it can hit. And Stonecoil Serpent, I'd like to make at least a 4-4. Alright. Alright. Really max punished here. Fetch. Get a land. Yeah, so if I had played Stonecoil, they would be able to do this, and then I could Leonin Relic Warder the Animate Dead. The problem with that is then, they could just put Gristlebrand in their graveyard and then kill my Relic Warder. And I'm only drawing lands, which... not what you want to do in a deck like this. Especially not drawing utility lands. So we can hit Animate Dead. They lose their Shriekmaw. And then Stonecoil, I think a 5/5 is probably big enough. That white mana is a good target for... Huh. Midnight Reaper's interesting. I guess I'm glad I kept in Wasteland, because I will kill that. That tells me they probably have Unburial Rights in the deck. What is going on? That's too many land. I'm okay trading off Skyclave Apparition now. They get a 2/2, but I'm trading my 2/2 for a 3/2. Oh, they get to draw a card when this dies too? Oh, that's actually better than I thought. And I know I have 2 lands in hand, but I can't just sit here doing nothing, so I need to make a 5/5. And then hope to just draw things, because 7 lands is too many for this deck to draw. Yeah, they just had it. I don't think I'm winning this one. The deck was sweet. I mean, mono black. This is a very disappointing result for what I think might be one of my best decks of the season, but you know, sometimes you just go against good decks where your opponents draw exactly the cards they need when they need it, and you draw not so good. Which, again, that's part of Magic, and it would actually be boring if the better deck always won, because then every time you open black, oh, okay, I'm gonna keep playing because the game's not quite over, but they have removed my one payoff for having this many lands, so yeah, then every time you open Black Lotus, you're like, okay, I'm going to 3-0, rather than I guess I have to work for it. And then even if you work for it, sometimes there's a reason I don't play chess, I play Magic, is the variance is exciting from the opponent's perspective because it lets you come back from games that seemed close. So coming to terms with that is something that's very difficult, especially for newer players. Oh, please be Fallen Shinobi, they just played an island. I'd be okay going out on a Fallen Shinobi activation. Oh my gosh, they literally had it all. So what's the worst things they can hit? Now we're just cheering against myself. It would be Elspeth Gideon or something. That's pretty dang close hitting my Jite. Now I want to draw a land. Fallen Shinobi. Alright. Yeah, there we go. I guess we'll see what they hit next turn. Might as well. This is stupid. Oh man. Maybe next time I should play better by drawing less lands. So I think, did I lose every single game I played Black Lotus? No, I think I won one of them. They didn't even equip the Jite? That's not cool. What are we gonna hit today? Please be 2 spells. I just want it to be 2 spells and me to draw 1 more land. Okay, Thalia Plains, acceptable. Liliana, sure. Pick a zombie. Alright, deck. Give me land off the top. Let's go. It's a spell, but not good. Alright. That was enough of that. So, super disappointing result for a good deck. But you see both my losses were 1-2 and my win was 2-0. So, like, if you saw those games, you understand why I lost them. Just mostly bad luck and then one misplay, which it did cost me the game. But I think this deck is about as close as you can expect to get for mono white aggro. I'm trying to think. I think some better planeswalkers at 4, like the 4-mana Gideon, is way better than Elspeth. So maybe one more 3 or 4 drop as payoffs could be good. And then obviously Strip Mine would be nice. But other than that, pretty happy with the deck. See you guys next time.